Good morning students. In this video we are going to do the long question answers. So first question is, what happens if no cambium is present in a plant body? If cambium is not present in plant, there will be no secondary growth of plant. Cambium is responsible for the thickness of root and stem. If it is absent, plant elongate rapidly but their stems do not expand laterally. Example, in grass, which is a monocot plant, lack cambium. So its stems do not expand laterally but elongate rapidly. As you have seen the grass, you can see it grows lengthwise but it does not increase in its thickness. Second question is, what are the types of simple permanent tissue in plants? Explain their structure and functions briefly. So there are three types of simple permanent tissues in plant: parenchyma, collenchyma and the sclerenchyma. So parenchyma structure: the cell of the tissue is oval, spherical or polygonal. The cell wall is thin and there are spaces between the cells or the intercellular spaces there. Function: it helps to store food and water. It also helps in photosynthesis. And you have to draw diagram 1.2. So student, for the parenchyma you have to draw this diagram. For the collenchyma you have to draw this diagram. And for the sclerenchyma you have to draw this diagram. Then second one is collenchyma. Structure: the cell wall is thick, elongated or tapering ends. They look circular, oval or polygonal. Intercellular spaces is filled with pectin. And the function: it provides support and flexibility in stem and petioles of leaves. And you have to draw diagram 1.2b here. Third one is sclerenchyma. So structure: it is made up of dead cells that are packed together closely. Cells are elongated with pointed ends. Cell wall is thick due to lignin. There is no intercellular space between cells. And function: it provides strength to the plant body. And you have to draw diagram 1.2c here. Third question is, name the types of complex permanent tissue and describe their structure and function. So there are two types of complex permanent tissue, xylem and phloem. Xylem structure: it is made up of dead cells, tracheids, vessels and sclerenchyma, or living cells, parenchyma. They are elongated and tubular. It runs through the center of the stem. And the function: xylem conduct water and minerals from roots to the leaves. Second is phloem structure. It is made up of living cells, sieve and companion cells with parenchyma, and dead cells, sclerenchyma. They are elongated cells joined end to end. It lies closer to the surface of the stem. And the function: it transports food to the different part of the plant. And you have to draw diagram 1.3a and b. So student, for xylem and parenchyma you have to draw these two diagrams. Fourth question is, what is the difference between a tendon and ligament? So tendon attach muscle to bones, ligament attach bone to bones. For tendon, it is made up of collagen and less elastin. Ligament, it is made up of more elastin. Tendons, it help in movement by transmitting the force of contraction of muscles to the bones. And ligament, it support and stabilize joints and prevent movement that may be damaging. Fifth question is, describe the structure and function of bone. So structure of bone: bone is the hardest connective tissue. Bone cells produce a protein mixture that hardens to form the bone matrix. The matrix contains minerals such as calcium, phosphorus and magnesium that make bone hard and has fibers that give strength. Function of bone: bone provides support to the body. Second, bone enable the movement of the body. Third, bones also produce blood cells which is in the bone marrow. Sixth question, how is lymph formed? So for that question you have to take your book and open page number 8. Points to remember: you have to write, lymph is a straw colored watery fluid formed from blood but does not have RBCs and some components of blood. Lymph is carried in a network of vessels that form the lymphatic system. It protects us from diseases and carries nutrients. And the last question, that is 7th, describe the three types of muscular tissue. Three types of muscular tissue are voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles and the cardiac muscles. Voluntary muscles, these are attached to the skeleton. They have a series of bands along their length. These muscles move to our will. They are present in all parts of body that we can move voluntarily. Involuntary muscles, these are found in the walls of organs. They do not have bands. We cannot control their movement by our will. They contract and relax on their own to carry various life activities. Third one is the cardiac muscles. These are present in the heart. They have banded appearance. They contract and relax continuously throughout our lifetime. So students, we have finished chapter number 1. In the next video, I will take your test. So write down it neatly in your notebook and learn these exercise and question answers.